Many videos have been made on how to get rich. You don't have the time to watch them all, so I will watch them for you. How this 20-year-old makes 4 million a month. They all made their money through dropshipping. The first guy is 20 and has made 4 million euros so far, and he sells glowing soccer balls. The next guys are brothers and they made 20 million in sales. They don't say what the product was, but they say that you have to pick a product that solves a problem. Then this guy made 10 million. He says that he was in debt, but with dropshipping he was able to quit his 9-to-5 and he sold a feet grinder. Then these two guys made over 200 million, and they say that they started in 2016, that it was really hard at the beginning. They sold many different products along those years, but they always stayed in the electronics. He mentions that he made a lot of money selling colored USB chargers. And when asked about their biggest mistakes, they say that you shouldn't focus on only one product, but try different ones and not getting attached. Well, this video was kinda nice. I'm gonna give this one 4 stars. Asking millionaires how to make $1 million. The first guy who answers is the founder of Dreamland, which is a family venue. He was a hedge fund finance guy, but he decided to play a different game and start a company. He advises you to find mistakes in the markets and try to solve them. The second person to answer is a woman that started a mobile home dealership, and her advice for people that want to get rich is to be patient and don't take out a bunch of loans, even though people say that you should do it. The third one is a director of finance of a software company, and this is the only guy in the video that is not an entrepreneur. The next guy says that he builds house for a living, and his advice is to do what you're interested in. Then there is this couple, which the guy is a doctor and the lady does tech recruiting, and their advice is also to follow your passion. So that's all we got in this video. So this video was more about the process of him asking those people than the advice itself, so I'm gonna give this one 1 star. Asking Miami millionaires how they got rich. The first lady says that her husband is a stock trader and she is a retired nurse, and the secret is to invest. The second lady said that her house was rented, but in order to get rich, you should do your best. The fourth guy didn't want to be on camera, but he says that he does private equity. Then most of the video is him struggling to find someone to talk to him. Then the fifth guy recognizes him and agrees to talk. He said that his wealth was made mostly through e-commerce, but then he changed it to crypto, and now he helps to lead a venture capital firm that's all based on crypto. And his advice for people that want to do e-commerce is to test your product as much as possible and find creative ways to reach your demographics. So this video only had one person who really provided value, so I'm gonna give this one 2 stars. I only got rich after applying these 7 habits. The first one is self-belief. Is to think that you are special, but you would only think that if you put in the hours. The second one is to develop a high stress tolerance, which he says that running a business is stressful and that you should always pay attention to your mental health. The third one is your ability to persuade and your charisma, which he says that it is a skill to learn and it can get you many nice things in life. Number 4 is mastery over passion, which he says that it's better to commit to what you are really good at instead of just doing what you love. The number 5 is that you need to have ego, which to him is having some sort of faith. He says that people are moved by ego, which is about wanting to improve. Number 6 is risk awareness, which is about doing difficult things and imagining what could go wrong and being prepared. Number 7 is easy to win and hard to keep, which is that if you stick with something long enough, you will become successful. Well, this video had some good tips. I'm gonna give this one 3 stars. Asking millionaire homeowners how they got rich. The first lady to answer is an entrepreneur that does real estate, renovating and building homes. And her lessons about entrepreneurship is that you should take risk and believe in yourself. The last house she sold, she made 3.5 million in profit, and she was reinvesting the money that she got in the business. She also mentions that hard work pays off and that you should focus on a goal and not stop until you get there. Then this guy does software engineering and he turned that into marketing. Now he has a marketing agency for 9 years. He advises you to not look down on yourself and keep working toward your goal, and you can always keep moving forward. He also says that he's very quick in making decisions, and that's really valuable. Then there is this guy who owns many cars and a giant house, and he has a business that does home security. He was 20 years old when he started his first business, and this year he's generating $200 million. His advice is that your dream has to be so big that everybody's dream dream has to fit inside of it. When he started his company, he bought a minivan and went door to door offering services. He also says that you need to put yourself in stressful situations. And the best financial advice that he ever got was to always save 1/3 of his paycheck and not touch it in under any circumstance. I think this video was nice, and the last guy was able to provide some nice takes. So I'm gonna give this one 4. If I wanted to become a millionaire in 2024, I would do this. First thing he says is that the amount of money you make is always directly proportional to the amount of perceived value you give. Then he tells you to draw a diagram of the things you like, things you're good at, and the things that people would pay you for. So the secret to become rich and happy is to think of all these sections. Then the step 2 is to choose the right vehicle for your destination, which he says that you need a vehicle to make money and the other vehicle to invest your money. Then to make money, you could start a product-based business, a content business, or a service business. And he argues that their service business is the best one to start. And when talking about your vehicle for investing, he says that you should aim for the long run. Step 3 is to maximize your resources. He says that you only have 3 resources, which are time, money, and energy. And you have a limited amount of them, so spend them wisely. He also tells you to stop jumping from one side hustle to another, and just stick to one thing. And step 4 is to beat your obstacles, in which he tells you that if you really want to do something, you will find a way. If you don't, you will find an excuse. So you need to face the obstacles to reach your dreams. And step 5 is to multiply your wealth, which he talks about the compounding effect, which is about to always keep learning, and that way you will get rich. So I have to say that this video was truly amazing, really great advice, and I'll give this one 5 stars. How to become a millionaire, step-by-step guide. Step 1 is to get a job. Finish college and work on your body. He says that you should be able to juggle all the 3. Then he says that you need to kind of become like a slave to work and work 12-hour shifts a day. Then he would apply for every single remote job he could find. So you would basically have 3 jobs. One from 6 to 7 a.m. Then you do DoorDash from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Then you work on the 3rd job from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. And he claims that you need to put your mental health at second. Then he says that you need to use the little free time you have to read books and podcasts about money and business. Then step 2 is not quitting, even though you want to quit. And this motivation keeps happening till the end of the video. So this video was just about motivation and hustle, and not really providing value. So I'm gonna give this one 1 star.